Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 26th, and I thought it would be fun to try something new today to show you just how I personally enjoy mixing different systems. Sometimes I like to create things and just see how they work out. So today I'm going to be using a few of my tile sets. So I have the Sawyer's Nature Portals, my tiny Sawyer's Lenormand, my felt tarot tiles, and then decks. So this deck is the SPT 336 Tarot Transitions. We only have a few copies of these left, and once they are gone, they are also being out of print and retired. Basically what this deck is it's the blended deck. It's the sketches, the red pencil sketches from Sawyer's Path merged with the color versions. So these cards kind of bring a different energy of like, how do we actualize from, you know, something that might not be quite in focus to something that is in focus. So those are gonna be the cards that we're using. And then I have this digital download that I made. Isn't this bag cute? This is from my friend Jenna, who is Moonlit Fae. So this is a digital download available on my website. And what this is it's a PDF file that is all the backdrops of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck that I took the people out of, I took the things out of. So it's all the backdrops. If you decide to order the file, they're arranged in 4 per page, so you can print them out at home and laminate them and cut them. That's what I have done with this. It is a digital download only, but we're going to use this in a kind of a neat way today with the transitions deck. So let's just get to it, okay? This is kind of like, when I say playful practice, this is my own personal playful practice. So let's just get to it so you can see what message we have for this week coming up. So I'm gonna do 3 cards and we're just gonna get to it, and as usual, I'm gonna talk my way through. What energy do we need to know for this week? So we'll do like the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. How's that sound? So we got beginning is the 4 of Pentacles. And see how it's got like my sketches, and then if you look really close, you can see like the black lines that it ended up going with the actual card, and then brings it into focus. So that's the beginning of the week. Just gonna get my board over here a little bit out of the glare of this light. Okay, so beginning, middle, the Ace of Swords, and the 6 of Swords for the end of the week. Oh, love that. So when I look at these cards, what I think about, it's like, what do we need to do to get it from coming maybe in the space of not being so clear into actually embodying the whole energy of the card, right? So the beginning of the week, we have this 4 of Pentacles. So we're gonna see some sort of level of like conserving our energy. Maybe it's been a lot lately and we really need to conserve it. And we're just kind of looking at our resources, what we have, where we can spend. And that's not just monetarily, it's the holidays. So that requires a lot of our physical energy to go and people and to go maybe be around people. And maybe at this space, you're thinking like, should I stay or should I go, right? And in the middle of the week, we have that Ace of Swords, which is kind of like the new ideas that are coming through. We're finally breaking out of some old thought patterns, coming into some new thought patterns. So this is going to help us get from this unclear to clarity, right? And then the end of the week, we're moving past whatever dramas, whatever things that have been holding us back. Like, we are going to those safer shores. We are finally seeing the light of day, right? So the way I want to pair the backdrops is to kind of give us a stage a little bit deeper on how to get us from the unfocused side of the card to the focus of it, right? So let's shuffle those. Get over there. Is it a jumper or am I just bad at shuffling? Could be both. Okay. So let us cut it. So for the Four of Pentacles, to help us understand how we need to really be able to set up those boundaries to conserve our resources, and maybe to look at our wallets a little bit about like what's going to be overspending. So we're going to have the Queen of Cups. So we need to embody the energy surrounding that Queen of Cups. Let me place them here. I'm going to do all three so you can see how I want to play with these. And then for the Ace of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Six of Pentacles with this Six of Swords. So there's going to be a glare, and I apologize for that, but it's because, here, let me just bring that back a little. It's because these are laminated and there's a shine. Let me get them into camera. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so we have the Four of Pentacles with that Queen of Cups energy, and it's saying you have to really like tap into that, right? Like the boundaries of being around, like you just stay steadfast in your own, be true to yourself. So beginning of the week, like whatever you're feeling is very valid. If you don't want to go home for the holidays, it is well within your right to not. It's well within your right to stay home, especially with recent events in your life. You don't need to explain, right? And with this card, you see that the character has almost become the stone. So they're like set in their ways, or maybe maybe they weren't, and this has come actualized of being like, hey, I matter, what I feel matters, my physical well-being matters, my money, I need to be physically present, and that might mean not making yourself available. And understanding that comes from the deep knowing of tapping into the Queen of Cups and tapping into your intuition, your deeper feelings, right? And so in the middle of the week, then we get to this point where we're seeing that breakthrough. We're getting the new ideas. Things are coming into focus. And the way we've gotten here with the Seven of Swords is being aware and being observant and seeing where maybe there's been some thoughts that have been stolen away, right? There's just some things you just don't want to put yourself in that drama. And then going forward, we have like towards the end of the week, we're seeing ourselves go past that. Things are letting up, right? And also we've got this influx of giving and receiving. I mean, maybe there's going to be that shift of the holidays and people are saying, okay, is it really what it was, you know, like what we think it was, and moving into what we know it is, and it allows things to kind of loosen up on our resources, right? So I want to tie these in to get to that. These are the tarot tiles. And so one way that's going to help us to solidify these boundaries to protect our own emotions is by the Four of Pentacles. It's really telling you to stay in your own, basically in your lane, right? In your resources. Conserve your energy. Put you here because now you can't see it. And then for the Ace of Swords, to embody the not all things need to be for everybody else, right? We have the Two of Pentacles. And this energy brings into this energy, and it's saying, okay, there's going to be a balance that you need to get before, you know, like for some reason what's coming through is in the middle of the week, you might have all these new ideas, but it's not good to share them with everybody. So maybe you have like something that's brewing that if you are going to be around friends and family that maybe you haven't seen for a while, it's okay to keep some things to yourselves, because the Two of Pentacles is saying you need to find that balance, right? You need to really know what's meant to be shared and what's not meant to be shared. And that's going to help you maintain that peace and well-being comes to mind. And then going towards the end of the week, we have the Seven of Wands. And so the Seven of Wands tells me that in order to maintain these calmer shores that you're looking forward to, in order to really get that peace of mind, it's going to be in your best interest to keep those boundaries firm. You know, you might get some pushback, but in order to keep it flowing, you just need to know, like, this is where I stand. And, you know, just because you're around people or whatever you have planning this week, it's okay to put up your shields and just kind of fend off the attacks, if you will. And that's going to help you stay in this calmer place and keep your resources flowing and guarded, but also, like, it's going to allow you to be in the peace of mind in order to be able to give back of your full self, right? I'm going to just pull 3 Lenormand tiles to give us an undercurrent for the week. Do I have 3? Okay, I have 3. So we have the Ring, Fox, and Stars. So if you do find yourself in the space of having to be around, you know, these commitments that maybe you don't feel so excited about, right? Like the Fox, for me, it's a self-employment card. I know I've said that in the past, but when I see the Fox, I think about, like, you might be around some people that just kind of give you a little bit of a energy, right? But the Ring is like, the reason you're there is because you're committed to being there. There's a promise that you made, or there's something that is coming full circle that requires your attention to be there. So you can, it might also mean that you need to think outside of the box, right? Think outside of the box when approaching this cycle and this commitment and this next phase, because the stars show me that this is part of the greater hope. This is part of what it is that you've really been wanting. So you just got to show up and know that no matter what, the commitment is there. I know that's a little, I don't know. It is what it is for me right now. I'm sure maybe somebody's gonna be like, oh, I needed to hear that, but sometimes it doesn't always make sense to me, but it might make sense to you. And I'm just gonna pull 1 animal for the week to kind of give us something that we can pull along as we're going from the beginning, middle, and end. And we have the dragonfly. And when I see dragonfly, it really reminds me that it's okay. This week might require you to undergo some sort of metamorphosis. It might require you to be still and just observe, but also know that you can take flight and go away whenever you want. But the biggest thing when I see dragonfly is knowing that there's a part of you that either has changed or is changing. And especially when we're approaching holiday season, some people expect us to be who they think that we were, but yet we've changed, right? So the dragonfly reminds me and reminds all of you that it's okay to undergo a complete metamorphosis. And you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You can just get up and fly away, right? So I hope you enjoyed this little fun new experiment. This shows, it's like how I like to play with some of the things when I create new systems or when I work with the tools that we make. You know, I didn't do a casting board because I felt like it would be way too much. I really wanted to play with the cards and the energies of these backdrops. I really like how the tarot tiles actually can fit right in here. Like you could put the 4 of Pentacles into the throne. You know, for me, the visualization of playing somehow solidifies it a little deeper into the message. So let me know if you enjoyed this, and I will list the names and put the links in the show notes. And I will see you here next week. No matter what you're dealing with, who you're going to be around, and whatever you're going through this week, just know that we are moving towards calmer, more balanced thoughts and physical resources. So I wish you a wonderful week, and I will see you here next time. Bye.